want to break it first?
Absolutely. Hello. हमारी shooting चल रही है माही. Hi friends, welcome to this week's video. Today we're going to show you how to make pinniyan. It's something that Pranav grew up eating in the winter months. His mom would make it for him. It's usually served with milk or chai, a warm beverage, and it contains a lot of dried fruits, nuts, and other roasted ingredients. I think of this sort of like a superfood laddu. They are usually shaped into balls. You can of course make them into any shape that's easy for you. It does take a little bit of effort, otherwise this is not something difficult to do. So let's take a look at how Pranav makes his homemade pinniyan. ये हमारी बेबी है, ये इनका रैटल है और इनकी पार्टी हो रही है.
We're going to need flaxseed, makhane, also known as fox nuts, sesame seeds. These are already roasted, but if yours are not, I'll show you how to do that. Shredded unsweetened coconut, ghee or clarified butter, powdered ginger, ajwain or carom seeds, brown sugar, powdered cardamom, crushed almonds, raisins, and chopped dates.
That's all I could get Pranav to do, friends, but drop him a like down below for doing that much anyway. We'll be roasting some of our ingredients over medium-high heat, starting with the flax seeds. You'll know they're done when they start to pop. Transfer them to a bowl and add a little bit of ghee to the pan for the makhane. We're going to roast them until they develop some color. Now, if your sesame seeds are not roasted, you want to roast them in a dry pan until they develop a bit of color. When the makhane are done, set them aside and add a little bit more ghee to the pan for the almonds. We're going to toast these until they're nice and fragrant. Then put them aside. Next comes the ajwain or carom seeds. We're going to toast these until the smell intensifies, and you'll know exactly when that happens.
Happy Valentine's.
Oh, thank you. Is that what that is? Yeah, it is. It's a heart. I just thought you were just moving the seeds around. Once the ajwain is done, transfer it to a bowl, keep it aside. We have one more ingredient to go, and that is the shredded coconut. You're going to toast it until it's lightly brown and until it smells nice and roasty. And then you guessed it, set it aside. It's time to blitz up 3 of our ingredients. We're going to be powdering the flaxseed, the sesame seeds, and the makhane. Now the texture is really up to you. You can go for a coarse texture. We went for a fine texture, but once these items are blitzed up to the texture of your preference, add them to a large mixing bowl. All of our ingredients are going into this mixing bowl, so you want to make sure that the bowl is large enough to accommodate everything. Now that I've powdered those ingredients, I'm going to be adding everything else except for the sugar. So in goes the shredded coconut, the chopped dates, the raisins, the ginger powder, cardamom powder, even the ajwain. Add everything to that bowl except for the sugar. Using your hands, and I think your hands really will work best for this part, combine all of the ingredients very, very thoroughly. Remember, we have a lot of powdered ingredients, some chunkier ingredients. We want them to be nicely combined. And if you have any leftover ghee, you can add it to this mixture. The sugar, we are going to melt that down with a little bit of water. If you would rather use gur or jaggery, that's a really great option as well. I'm not a huge fan of that flavor. We're just going with the brown sugar. Once the sugar is melted, you're going to make a little well amidst the ingredients in the large mixing bowl and then pour in the melted sugar. We have to combine everything again, but this time we're going to use a spoon because the sugar is obviously hot. You don't want to burn your hands. So using a spoon as best as you can, mix everything together. And then once it's combined, you want to push all of the ingredients to one side of the bowl to keep them warm. Shaping the pinniyan can be a little difficult at first. You want to have nice greased hands, so dip your fingers in some ghee And then take a small amount of that mixture. You want to press it between your hands, roll it, and shape it into a ball as best as you can. It involves a lot of squeezing, a lot of transferring back and forth, and you do want your hands to be well greased. The ingredients are warm, and as they come to temperature, it's going to help bind the pinniya into whatever shape you're able to mold them into. Does that make sense? Now, if you cannot shape these into balls for whatever reason, that's fine. You can use something like a katori or a small little bowl, and you can just pack the mixture in there as best as you can. Really pack it tight, and then invert that katori, and hopefully that will be a way for you to shape the pinniya. That's what we had to do toward the end because our mixture wasn't hot enough and we didn't want to add any more ghee, and we were getting kind of lazy, and we simply packed our ingredients into a katori and made this kind of shape of pinniya. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Maybe you're missing your mom's pinniya, maybe you've never made this before and you want to try your hand at it yourself. Maybe you wanted to make a superfood energy ball and you stumbled across this video. However you ended up here, thank you very much, and I hope to see you again next week. I hope you come back. Until then, stay safe and take care wherever you are. Bye-bye.